Hello everyone, I'm Johan from the training team. I'm very glad to thank you to listen the training. Today I will introduce a new product to you. The product name is NF5466M5. From the previous training, the NF5180M5. We know that the naming rules of the server. Why is the server's name NF5180M5? So today the new product NF5466M5. We can get those information from the name. The server's heat is for you high. The server can support two processes because the first number is 5. The second number means the server is for you, and the third number means the server is class, and the fourth number 6 means the server is a storage server. The product is a storage server. The NF means the server is a rack server, and the M5 means the server's generation. So let's start the training. Due to the server's architecture is similar with the SA5224M4A. So and the server's motherboard we use the NF5280M5 server because SA5224M4A server and the NF5280M5 server I have training before, so I think the server, the new product NF5466M5 server is easy to grasp. So I listed the key point as follows. This page shows the catalog. The part 1, product information, product introduction. Part 2, assembly and debugging. From the part 1, I will introduce the features of the server, the picture of the server. After the part 1, I think everyone should master the server's feature and knows if you see the picture of the server, you need to know this the server is NF5466M5 server. The part 2, assembly and debugging. In this part, I will introduce how to assemble and disassemble the parts of the server. For example, the motherboard, the hard drive backplane, the power supply module, and others. After this part, after part 2, I think everyone needs to master the installation of the server part. Okay, so let's get the next page. Let's start the part 1, product introduction. I have listed some most important information of the server. I have made words read because I think those information is the key points. NF5466M5 is a new generation of 4U high dual-channel storage rack servers based on the new generation of Intel's scalable processor design. So the server has excellent computing, storage, and pacing capabilities. And just now I have said the motherboard of the server reuse the NF5280M5 server's motherboard. The new product supports a new generation of Intel scalable processor. Maximum support for up to TDP 165W CPU, up to 24 DIMMs. It can support RDIMM and LRDIMM and NVDIMM type memory. It can support 12 Apache Path memories model and significantly improve application performance. Which I have typed the key point. The motherboard of the new product we use the NF5280M5 motherboard. It can support up to 40. You should understand that it can support up to 40 3.5 inches hard disks. It's because it can support about 14 hard drivers. It's very big. In 4U space, all 36 3.5 inches hard drivers and 4 U.2 SSD drivers. U.2, providing ultra high storage performance because it is a storage server. The architecture of the server is similar with SF5224M4A server. The optimization for different applications. Multiple storage model, I/O model, network model, and GPU model can realize different combinations of the multiple application screeners, and the customer can choose flexibly according to the configuration of business requirements. It can provide abundant input and output up to 10 PCIe 3.0 signal slots. Supports 2 full high and full long GPU cards with GPU cache. The similar products NF5466M5 server and SA5224M4A server. The difference, the motherboards of those products are different. The other parts are basically the same. The motherboard of the new product NF5466M5 server is the same with NF5280M5 server. So from this page, we can get the key information of the server of the new product. It can support 14 up to 14 hard drivers, and the motherboard of this server is the same with NF5280M5 server, and the architecture of the new product is similar with NF5460M4 and SA5224M4A server. This page shows the technical specifications, the motherboard part number and the CPU, the memory, the storage, the PCIe slot, and the power module. I'm sorry, this is the Chinese, so you can understand. If after training, I will change the word to English. Okay, the PCIe slot and the power module. The motherboard, they use the motherboard of NF5280M5 server, and the CPU, it can support Intel Intel scalable process up to TDP 165 watt. The memory can support up to 24 DIMM slot. And this one is the storage. The key point, the storage up to 24 front hard drives and 12 rear hard drives and 4 rear hard drives. It means there are 2 real backplane of the server, 2 real backplane of this server. The PCI slot, it can support. Just now I have said I have introduced the server can support 10 PCI slots. It is the details. This page shows the front panel. Yes, we can see there are many hard drivers. This one is the power button and the UID button and the indicator. This one is the power button. This one is the UID button, and those 6 light is the indicator light. The networker, the healthy, and the memory, the fan, and the networker and the power. This page shows the real panel. You can see there are many hard drivers. The real 4 3.5 inches hard driver and the real 4 2.5 inches hard drivers and the 12 real hard drivers. There are also many button and indicators. Buttons indicate and indicators in the real of the server. We can follow the detailed information here. The power supply models, the PSU. This one is the PSU 0 and this one is the PSU 1. So because the server can support up to 40 hard drivers, so we must understand the hard drivers disk location, because sometimes we need to replace the hard drivers because sometimes there may be very important data on the hard drivers. If we replace the wrong hard drivers, it's a bigger problem. So we must understand those disk location. The front hard disk location from the left to right and from the top to the bottom. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. So this picture shows the real hard disk location. It means if we configure those 4 3.5 inches hard drivers, we cannot configure those 4 2.5 inches hard drivers. We must choose one configuration. And this one is the 12 real hard drivers. This one is the real hard disk location. 1 to 23 and 24 to the 35, the 36 to the 39. the total number of the hard disk is 14. This one is the internal picture of the server. The top view, we can see the real hard drivers model and the power supply unit and the cooling model. There are 4 fans in the server. In one server, in each server. This one is the front hard drive model, and this one is the PCI card. This one is the OCP card. This page shows the motherboard view because the motherboard reuses the NF5466M5 motherboard. So those information is similarly with the NF5466M5. So the CPU 0, CPU 1, and every CPU can support up to 12 DIMM slots. So each server can support 24 DIMM slots. Those 4 fan connector, power connector, and the OQ-link ports for SATA support 12 SATA or SID. The internal USB port, and those three are the PCI slot. Those 2 are the OCP or OCP slot. Those 2 connectors are the power supply unit connector. This page shows motherboard topology, the block diagram. From this page, we can see each CPU can support 12 memories, 12 DIMM slots. As we all know, each CPU can support the channel, and the channel supports the DIMM. So from the picture, we see each CPU supports 6 channel, and each channel can support 2 DIMMs, 6 channels, and each channel supports 2 DIMMs. So each CPU can support 12 memory slots. Okay, the total of the memory slots is 24 because the server can support up to 2 CPUs. The PCH, the chipset, and the BMC chipset. So if you want to get the detailed information, you need to look at the picture detailed. Okay. The next page shows the physical pictures of the motherboard. This one is the motherboard, CPU, memory slot, the PCI slot, the OCP slot, and the OQ-link slot point, the fans power connector, and the PSU connector, and other points or the indicator and others. This page shows the detailed connector or the detailed information, slot information of the motherboard, CPU, memory, and others. If you repair the server, you need to when you remove the cable, you can't remember the cable should insert which connector. You can look the information. You can find the information from these pictures. Also, you can find the pictures in our knowledge base. This picture shows the memory installations principles. The same machine can only use the same type of the memory. The specific combination of memory installation principles are as follows. Priority write slot. If you install this memory, you need to use the write slot priority. The CPU1 memory and the CPU0 symmetrical installation. When the server supports one single CPU, the memory is accordance with its order. CPU0, channel 0, DIMM 0. When you have only one memory, you need to install the memory on this DIMM slot. CPU0, channel 0, and DIMM 0. We can see the labels on the motherboard. For example, if you want to install the memory, you can find the CPU0, channel 0, and DIMM 0, CPU0, and this one is the CPU0, channel 0, and DIMM 0. We can see these words on the motherboard. And if you have two memory, you need to install them on CPU0, channel 0, DIMM 0, and CPU0, channel 1, and DIMM 0. Okay. For example, if you have more memory need to install, you can follow with installation principles. If you have double CPUs, the CPU1 memory in accordance with the order. This one is the CPU0. This one is the CPU1. It's a wrong information. I will change it to right. Okay. The CPU0, channel 0, DIMM 0. The CPU0, channel 1, DIMM 0. CPU0, channel 2, DIMM 0. And the CPU1 memory according with its order. CPU1, channel 0, DIMM 0. CPU1, channel 1, DIMM 0. CPU1, channel 2, DIMM 0. Okay. This page shows the data link of this server. As we all know, I have just said, the server can support up to 14 hard drivers. So the data link is very complex. Very complex. So you need to, you must to understand these pages. But this server have different data link. So I have just list one model. Okay. In this configuration, I have installed two SATA cards. The first SATA cards support the backplane 1 and backplane 2. Because the server can support 24 front hard Javas, so there are two hard Javas backplane in the front of the server, the backplane 1 and the backplane 2. Because you have understand the SA file tool for M4A server, you can understand the data link easily. The shortcut tool supports the backplane 3. The backplane 3 is the real backplane, and the backplane 0 is the real backplane. It can support 4 hard Javas. This one is the network card. The CPU 0 can support 2 network cards, and the CPU 1 supports the shortcut. So from the part 1, I have introduced the features of the server and the front panel, the rear panel, and the data link and the motherboard. So after the part 1, you need to master this information. So let's start to train the part 2. Let's start to introduce the part 2, assembly and debugging. The first page shows the assembly of the CPU, how to assemble the CPU. I have listed the detailed steps of the assembly. So when you assemble or disassemble the CPU, you must follow the steps. The second page shows how to assemble the motherboard. It's very easy because you just need a physical 9 screws, and then tighten the 2 simple screws. It is same with NF5466M5 server. This page shows how to assemble the hard Java backplane. It's a little difficult. The front hard Java backplane, you need to pay attention to the reader area. It is the guard frame of the front hard disk support. The figure 2 shows the read area is the corresponding 3 screws on one side of the chassis. Each side of the chassis has screws to dismantle. The figure 3 is the dismantling diagram. After dismantling, it is removed vertically. Remove the guard frame of the front hard disk support. The yellow area above is the fan module bracket, and the blue area above is 2 fixed screws corresponding with the blue screw. The blue area is 2 screws, which is the screws which to testing the fan module's bracket. Both left and right screws need to be removed. There are 3 fixed screws at the bottom of the fan. From the top to the bottom, you can see the 3 screws. As shown in the figure 4. Figure 4, they are removed vertically. After remove, you need to remove the 3 screws, and then you can remove the fan module bracket. The figure 5 is a schematical diagram of the fixed position of the main board bracket screw on one side of the chassis. There are 2 screws on the left and the right sides of the chassis. The front 3.5 backplane and the rear 3.5 backplane. The rear one is difficult to remove because you must pull out the motherboard module. Then you can see the rear backplane. So it is a little difficult. You should follow those detailed steps to remove the backplane. This page shows the real 2.5 backplane. Just now I have said the server can support real 2.5 inches hard drive. So it can support 2.5 hard backplane. Here, the hard drive slot location 0123. This page shows how to assemble the power board. So what is the use of the power board? It can support the power supply to the front backplane. This page shows the assembly of how to assemble the RISE card and the PCI card. Please follow the detailed information. I think it is not difficult. It is the same with the NF5466M5 server. It is easy. So that's all. I have introduced the new product from 2 parts: the product introduction and the December and the assembly and the debugging. So after the training, you need to master the server features. For example, if someone asks you why the server's name is NF5466M5, you should understand him. The server is a 4U server, and it can support 2 processes, and it is a storage server. Okay, so if you have any other questions, you can send an email to me. I type my email here. My email is so you can send an email to me if you have some questions about the new product. And also there are some detailed information in our knowledge base. You can find the detailed information. Find the project documentation. The NF my college haven't sorted out the materials on our knowledge base. I will ask him to do these things. Okay. After that, you can find the information on our knowledge base. Also, if you understand, if you can read the Chinese, you can find the information here. Yes, this one is the NF5466M5 server. Because my college haven't sorted out the information in the English knowledge base. I will ask him to do this. So after that, you can find this information on our English knowledge base. Okay. So that's all. Thank you. If you have any other question, you can send an email to me. Okay. Bye bye.